Okay guys, welcome back to Wealth and Travel on a Dime. So today we want to do a video that could be misconstrued as like flexing or showing off, but that is not the point. The point is how you can build a life to where you work hard and you still do your everyday things, but you also enjoy yourself. I don't want this to come off as showing off because that is not the point. The point here is we want to show you that you can do this too. Now, after this video, if you say, oh, I don't have that kind of lifestyle, I can't do this, we are going to be doing videos in the future using prime examples of people that work in factories and warehouses and stuff and how you can do this same thing by manipulating your sick and vacation time. But let's get into the video. So today's video is all about how we take week-long vacations every month all summer. Now, it's important to note that we went into this year saying we were going to do this and we were kind of scared because we were like, I don't know, we're just working for ourselves, doing everything. But honey, how did we lay out the structure and the format of this?
So we started planning last year and we planned to do 3 weeks working and then 1 week vacation for all of the summer months.
Yeah. One of the big reasons we chose it that way is because one of the ways we make money is gig work, and the last week of the month sucks for gig work. I mean, people.
That's why we chose the last week of the month to be on vacation.
Yes, and we were okay whether it was 5 days, 4 days, 7 days. It didn't matter. Just the last week, we took some time off to enjoy life. But we did bust butt those first 3 weeks of every month.
We did enjoy life this summer.
Yes, we did. So our first vacation this year was in May. This one we had planned all the way back at Christmas at last year, which we ended up realizing we didn't have to go back that far to do the planning, but we always plan way early. That way we always get what we want, and usually at a better price. But we chose to go to Carolina Beach, and we chose to stay at Carolina Beach State Park. Now we picked a cabin this time just because we didn't know what it would be like in May weather-wise down there. So, and I'm really glad we did, honestly, because it was beautiful temperatures. But we had AC. It ended up being way bigger than we had thought. We were like, we should have just brought some people, and it could have brought the cost down and given more to do. But between the hiking throughout the state park, checking out the coastal area right there, and also, especially the beach time, just chill on the beach. The water was cool, but not cold. You had no problem swimming in it.
And this was a 2-room cabin that slept 6.
Yes. So it was much bigger than we anticipated, but the price.
The price was crazy.
And we got to spend some beautiful, crisp evenings by that fire, too. So it was actually a really nice vacation. So, honey, how long were we there and how much did it cost us?
We were there 5 days, 4 nights, and it cost us $600. That included gas, food, lodging, everything.
That's right. And we even got lucky and swiped up some deals over at Dick's Sporting Goods while we were down there with stuff that was on absolute clearance. And it felt like we stole the stuff.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that we had went there.
Yeah, we went and got the Easy Up for our next vacation.
Oh, yeah.
And then we ended up getting our tubes there, too, for like $5 a piece that we used all summer long.
Yeah.
So, a great vacation. We took the little Honda Fit. The gas was nothing. And like she said, an entire week, our food, we went out to eat, everything was $600. So, you can see how that's pretty amazing. So, walking into our second vacation, which was June, we actually had already got the spot, and then we invited some friends to go down with us, right, honey?
Yes.
So who did we invite to go down?
We had Roxanne and Sandy to go down with us.
That's right. So they just loaded up their CRV. We loaded up our CRV. Now, I got a camping spot at Myrtle Beach State Park for this one. Now, if you guys have never been to Myrtle Beach State Park, you literally can walk over the dune and you're on Myrtle Beach. You're literally on the beach.
You just walk from your spot all the way to the beach.
It's literally right there. So you're basically getting beachfront camping. Now, we picked an electric site because between May and June, I built a square drop camper. And it was a real pain, but at the same time, it's very satisfying. And I gotta say, it worked out really well on that trip. We were able to sleep in there. The girls had a huge tent, and they had a portable air conditioner hooked up. We had our camper with a window air conditioner hooked up. So at night, we were all basically freezing. And then we had all of our food there in our electric cooler. I mean, everything just went absolutely perfect. Such a great, trip. We did campfires. We hung out on the beach. We played a bunch of games at night. I mean, it really was worthwhile. Everybody enjoyed it, had fun. And when she tells you the numbers on this, I want you to understand we paid for the site.
The girls just had to pay for their food and their gas down.
Yep.
So their trip was super cheap.
Yes. And that's how we wanted it. They were our guests.
Yes.
Now, honey, how long was that one and how much did that cost?
That one was also 5 days, 4 nights, and it only cost us $550.
And I mean,
for everything, and we were still in air conditioning.
We ate well too.
And we ate
real well on that trip. We were making everything right there inside that Easy Up, and it was just a nice place to hang out and relax. Now, we are now into July. Now, July, it's kind of hard to go places because it gets more expensive. Places get packed and other stuff like that. So we got kind of lucky on this one because my dad purchased a river house off your ex-mother-in-law.
Yes.
All right. And her only stipulation was that her grandsons would continue to be able to use it, which of course that has no problem with. But we asked him if we could just go ahead and use it for a week. And he said, of course, just clean up, put it back the way it was. So this is on the Muskingum River.
Here in Ohio.
Yep, and it has a floating dock. I mean, you can fish, you can swim, you can tube down it, you can float down it. Generally speaking, you should wear a life jacket in it because it does move a little bit.
It's pretty deep.
And it's really deep. So once we got the okay from him, then we basically spent the first 5 days, you and me, just completely vegging out. The heat had got to us. We were so tired. We were just worn out. We had worked very hard that month on a tiny house and other things. And the stress was getting up there, and we just needed to unwind. So we spent some time inside. I spent some time fishing. You did a little fishing. We ate a lot of really good food because we could cook everything right there at the river house.
Sitting out on the dock.
Yeah, lots of coffee drinks sitting out on the dock and the porch. And then the weekend, all the kids come down and some of our friends came down to spend the weekend with us, through the day, and then went swimming and did other things. So it kind of was like a double vacation in one, but it was amazing. And honey talked to us about days and money.
So we were down there for 7 days, 6 nights. I asked him if we could have it from Monday through Sunday, and he said yes, no problem. So we were down there for a full week, and it only cost us $200.
Yep.
Which was gas and food.
Gas, food, and bait.
And bait. Yeah, we had a pretty high bait bill that week.
Anyways, so we ended up really enjoying that trip. Got to thank my dad on that one. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Dad. That was awesome. Now, we're down to the 4th. And I got to say, this one was really a completely different trip outside of our normal wheelhouse. Because we've been by water before, but this was different. So this one, we went down to Harrington Lake down in Kentucky, got an Airbnb with 2 other couples, Brenda and Mike, Willie and Gretchen. So we all split this Airbnb down there. Now, we knew that it was on a lake, but we, from the pictures, did
not realize how big the lake was.
Yeah, the whole thing was beyond the scope of what we were led to believe in a good way. I mean, the Airbnb was amazing. The amenities were amazing. It had all kinds of stuff that you could do, water sports already there. And then you got Gretchen bringing her paddleboard down. We all brought our tubes down, playing nightly games, whether we were doing karaoke or whether we were playing different, like Cards Against Humanity, gestures, and so many different games we played at night. We had some nights where we sat around the fire. People did s'mores, and we did coffee on the deck every morning. I mean,
and the food. The food was awesome.
That was looked like something out of one of the old, like what's the old TV shows where everybody sits down to dinner. You know,
yeah, we did it family style every night. Lunch and breakfast was grab your own.
Yeah.
But we had family style dinners every night we were there.
Yeah, it was a great time with great people. We ended up, everybody kind of just cut loose and relaxed. I mean, you can see if you watch the video, we're all in the tubes just vegging out like 70% of the time, just floating around and just enjoying the weather, because we also got perfect weather the entire time we were there.
Perfect weather.
Now, honey, it was August. The weather was perfect, which is kind of amazing. And what was the cost and how many days?
So that was also a full week. It was 7 days, 6 nights, and it cost us $753.
Now that is everything except for adult beverages. That trip, all of us had planned to bring our own adult beverages, and because we knew we were being by water, we were buying things that were more expensive because they were in cans or plastic bottles or, you know, in things that you could pour into a cup to take down there to be safe, because we don't take glass down by the water down there, because if something gets broke, it's...
Now, it's also a thing to note. We paid $753. That was our share, 1/3 of everything that we did.
Yeah. So the Airbnb itself got split 3 ways between everybody, but everybody also bought their own food and their own. So our share was $753, and then we had our days we were going to cook and our things we were going to cook and stuff. So, you know, you got to basically times that by 3 to do the whole trip for all 6 of us.
Right.
But still.
But with going with other couples, it made it very affordable.
Very affordable. Very, very affordable. Now, here's the part where I need you guys to really listen, because this is what's going to shake you. So, honey, first of all, how many days would you say approximately were we on vacation this year over these 4 trips?
We were on vacation 24 days.
Essentially 24 days this year, guys, over 4 months. Now, there is other trips throughout the year.
Right.
I mean, we go backpacking, we do other things, but 24 days out of 4 months. So basically, we were on vacation for a month. How much did it cost to be on vacation for 24 days, honey?
$2,103.
Now, that is everything, guys. That is gas. That is food. That is eating out. That is drinks that are not alcoholic. Some of those had adult beverages in them. But the point is, $2,103 for 24 days of vacation. I know people that spend that just on a hotel for 5 days on vacation. Really, guys. There's so many ways to make this happen. If I told you, hey, you get $2,000 together, save up all your vacation and sick time, let me show you how to take a total of 24 days off by mixing in other days that you normally have off, like holidays and other things.
And weekends.
Yep. You can do this stuff, guys. And it doesn't need to be like this, because I know plenty of people that go to Put in Bay every 2 weeks in the summer and they do an extended weekend. I mean, there's so many ways to do this and so cost effective if you know how to do it. Now, obviously, if you have children, it's going to go up. But most of these places, we could have taken kids and they wouldn't have charged us no more.
Right, the price would have been the same.
Yeah,
You would have just had a little bit extra in food.
Yeah, I mean, you're all riding down. The gas is going to be about the same. I mean, as long as everybody can get in one car.
Right.
So, once again, this video is not about showing off, but if I can go spend 24 days on vacation for $2,100, I think you guys can find time to enjoy life more. And the main way we analyzed it is you'll notice that lots of these talk about cooking at home. The number one budget killer on vacation is eating out. And some people say that's part of vacation. And if you think that, that's great. But the reality is paying attention to what you're spending on vacation can allow you to have more vacations. And that's the only thing we're trying to push here, that vacations do not have to be expensive. Now, with that said, if you like this kind of content, please let us know down below. We are working to bring to you how we live our life in order to enjoy it to the fullest. We are just showing you what we're doing. This is not to show off. We don't have Lamborghinis or big boats. We just get to go live our lives and smile about it. And with that said, if you haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have by now, guys, come on. Go down, join the family, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see all of our upcoming videos. Leave us a like, comment down below. Do you understand the numbers we're telling you? Does $2,000 or $2,100 sound like a plan to go do 4 weeks of vacation? Is that something you'd be into? And with that said, honey,
we will see you guys in the next one.
So isn't it time to plan another vacation?
It is.
I think we should go to Georgia.
Savannah?
Picking up solar panels is a vacation, right?
It can be.
I don't like the way you said that.
It's all in how I plan it.
Yeah. We'll go with that. Sure.